Starting with the corner closest to the front door, I have a tiny little workout station with a stationary bike, a yoga mat, some dumbbells, and a foldable bench. If I'm being completely honest, I don't use these all that much, but it's nice to have a workout option in case I'm not able to go to the climbing gym. To the right of this is a bench that also serves as a storage unit for the shoes I don't wear often. And to the right of the bench is a little nook for Queenie's food and water bowls. She's the type of eater who likes to pick up a mouthful of kibble, drop it on the floor, and then eat it piece by piece. So her food bowl has to be on the hardwood, otherwise she would lose all of it in the rug, which still happens occasionally. To the right of the nook is Queenie's staircase and bed, a bed she never uses because she would always rather sleep on the couch, aka my bed. My place is too small to fit both a couch and a bed, so I opted for a couch that turns into a bed because I wanted to be able to differentiate between work time and sleeping time. It's also just a nice routine to make my bed every night and put it away every morning because it gives my brain and Queenie a clear indication of when it's time to sleep or time to start the day. There's also just lots of storage space in the couch itself for all my extra blankets and pillows, so it works out perfectly. The rug I have is from Costco and it was on sale, so it was only $90. It's so soft, and I knew I wanted a really plush rug so that Queenie wouldn't feel confined to the couch, even though that's where she prefers to spend all of her time anyway. It's fine though because I spend a lot of time sitting on the rug to work or eat on the coffee table. Speaking of the coffee table, it's faux marble with golden legs and it's really light, which is what I needed because I move it around a lot to make and unmake my bed. But it kind of gets discolored if I get water on it, so I have to be careful with it, but it was also pretty cheap, so it's kind of a you get what you pay for kind of thing. It gets the job done though. For my curtains, I got light gray blackout curtains, so they are able to block out all light, but I wanted to get a lighter color for the inside so that they wouldn't darken the room when they were fully drawn. This was also my first time installing curtain rods and hanging curtains of any sort, and it was kind of an ordeal, so I will share with you the things that I learned. First of all, you want to make sure that the ends of your curtain rods are far enough out so that when the curtains are pulled to the sides, they don't obstruct the sides of the windows at all. You want your windows to look as big as possible, so the curtains should be framing the sides of the windows, not hanging in front of them. You also want the curtain rod to be mounted about 4 to 6 inches above the tops of your windows because it creates the illusion that your windows are taller. I, unfortunately, was limited in this regard because my wall starts curving into the ceiling only a couple inches above my windows. So I just had to put my curtain rod bases as high as they would go while still being flush to the wall. I also had to go to Home Depot the next morning to buy higher quality anchors and screws because people left reviews on Amazon saying the screws and anchors that came with the curtain rod were boo-boo. And I believed them. This is one of the best moments of my life. Alright, well, my soul is gone, but there she is. One of my favorite things in this whole entire apartment is my standing lamp. I got it off of Amazon and it's the perfect cute size for my apartment. I also put a smart bulb in it that my brother gave me so that I can turn it on using an app on my phone, which is great for when I go out because if it gets dark, I can still turn on a light for Queenie. And yes, I have lighting. I have ample lighting. I actually have too much lighting because these are way too strong for when it's like late at night and I want some sort of light on, but I don't want like searchlight lights on me because it's extremely bright. And I appreciate it, but I also want to have light that's not super bright. And what's nice about this one is it has a dimmer, so I can, you know, choose to have just a little bit of light if I want to. Next to my standing lamp are some prints from Society 6 by Felicia Chow. Felicia? They're just stills of a little dude living his life, which is also a vibe. Above the prints is my AC/heater unit, which I very stealthily hid behind a fake IKEA plant. Just kidding, but honestly, I've gotten so used to this unit being on the wall and it kind of grew on me over time, so it's kind of just a part of the decor now. And for those of you who are real one, you should recognize this elephant tapestry because it's been the background of many of my talking videos throughout the years. To the right of my couch is a little marble side table, and this one is actually marble, unlike my coffee table, so it's actually a little heavy and the gold tone of the legs looks a lot nicer in my opinion. To the right of that is my standing mirror, which is also gold toned. Are we seeing a theme here? But actually I got this standing mirror and the other huge mirror on my wall because I read that mirrors open up tiny spaces and make them look bigger. Slightly in front of my mirror is a guitar I've had since college. I actually just noticed that it also has gold tones, but I promise that wasn't planned. What was planned, however, were these gold planters that I got from Amazon and filled with rocks and fake succulents. Guys, I just got accepted to nursing school. Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. I was doing this when I got accepted to nursing school. It's pretty hilarious. I was putting these up and I was scooping rocks with the spoon into here and I got the email.
You're gonna make me cry.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Also next to my couch is one of my first ever plant babies. His name is Diffie and he's a Diphyllobokia tropic snow and I love him so much. Between the kitchen and the living area, I have another set of light gray curtains that I put up to act as a more casual barrier. These curtains are semi-sheer, so light can still filter in even when they're closed. This also means that I can't run around butt naked at night when I'm backlit, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. They mostly stay open anyway, and I think they frame the doorway really nicely. At the top of the wall, I hung some string lights, which were originally meant to cover and or distract from the botched wallpapering job I did on the curved part of the wall, and for that purpose, they are essentially useless. What they are good for, though, is creating the most amazing warm-toned light at night, and they just make my apartment so damn cozy. For my dining/desk setup, I have a dining table from IKEA, which has a leaf function, so it can become a bigger table if I ever needed to, if I ever have more than one guest at a time, which is honestly highly unlikely. I also put a lot of work into my dining chairs, which originally came with these metal legs that were painted to look like wood. I actually wanted the legs to be gold instead, so I looked into what it would take to spray paint them. As I mentioned before, I have another mirror, which I got to try and open up my space, and she a heavy one. The last part of the living room that we have to cover is the wall by the front door. And the biggest piece here is my mom dresser from IKEA, which is filled with everything from clothes to extra home improvement things to notebooks and climbing gear to more clothes and finally a tool/electronics drawer. I also have a 40-inch TV, which isn't too big, but the perfect size for my space. I also have a Google Home, which was gifted to me by my brother. And I also have a small army of plants, which honestly look a little bit sad right now because I just got back from a trip and watered them for the first time in a week and a half or so. Sorry, planties. Above my TV, I have honeycomb shelves that I got from Amazon, which houses even more plants and random little knickknacks that make me happy. To the left of the honeycomb shelves is another print that I got from Society 6, which I really like partly because I love to read and partly because I just like how colorful the books look. To the right of my dresser is a bamboo shoe rack where I store the shoes that I use the most frequently, along with a couple of pairs of house slippers. On top sits another print from Society 6 that I really love, as well as some baskets that hold random things that I grab frequently. I also try to make it a habit to place my keys here when I come home so that I'm not looking for them whenever I head out somewhere. In my hallway/closet area, I have a runner from Target, which is pretty different from the style of the rest of my apartment, but I really like it a lot. I also have desert prints lining the walls, which are reflected by my closet doors, so it kind of feels like you're in an art gallery when you walk down the hallway, and I really love that. In my closet, I have a bunch of clothes. Shocker. The top of my closet is used as storage for random things. And I also snuck in a Kallax unit from IKEA at the bottom of my closet for even more storage. To the left of my closet is a little vanity nook that I would never actually use to put on makeup since I only wear makeup once or twice a year, so I repurposed it for even more storage space. What little makeup I do have is very old, and in this drawer, along with random dental things, hair things, moisturizer things, and a skull because, anatomy. On the opposite side of this nook is my bathroom, which is very small and simple but cute. I got my shower curtain from Target and I was able to find a bath mat and towels that matched with it pretty well. In the corner are some prints that I got from Amazon, and there were 6 of them for $12, and they're honestly really nice quality. I also got bathroom decor from Etsy, which I thought was pretty funny. My hand soap is from Costco. It's rosemary mint and it smells really nice. And I have a medicine cabinet filled with actual medicine and not much else because I honestly don't have a lot of bathroom stuff. For the rest of the kitchen tour, I'm just going to show rather than tell because I'm pretty tired of talking and I'm pretty sure you're tired of hearing my voice at this point. If you have any questions about what I'm showing, please leave a comment down below and I will do my best to answer you.